about 40 minutes southeast of Atlanta. And as you join us, we're months ago in February, and we got to present a plaque in his honor to his widow, and we got to meet the child that was born only 4 days after his death. So the next stop is actually going to be to run by VINwiki and drop a few things off, and we're headed up to South Carolina and then on to Raleigh. So thank you for joining us, and we're going to head back north pretty soon. I'll give you a little bit of a tour of where we've been here at the Locust Grove Department of Public Safety. Thank you all for watching. Please donate either through Super Chat or by going to bonfire.com/Cannonball Memorial Run. And we will show you kind of where we've been. We had our meeting and plaque presentation in the courthouse. I'll see if we can include some better audio later. Here's the courtroom here in Locust Grove. Hey guys, so thank you so much for watching. Thanks for joining us. We are about to head north from Locust Grove to VINwiki in the rental Avis Suburbans. So Dave Blank joined us for this leg of the trip, and he's going to be in the convoy headed back. Say hello, Dave.
Hello.
Obviously my co-driver from the record run, and he is featured in our most recent VINwiki story. So be sure to check it out, his experience in taking a Mustang rental car to the track. We had some requests to do some donuts, and we had a nice open parking lot earlier, so I can't post them into a live stream. But we can, if you go to my Instagram account, instagram.com/EdBolian, there's some clip of it there. So we're down here in the lovely city of Locust Grove. Hello from Brabant. And having a good time here, but I'm ready to head back north. We're going to York County, South Carolina. Lovely place. The city was established in the late 1800s, and but their police building is brand new. Their city hall building is not. It's fairly original. So, Sergeant Bannis,
Yes, sir.
gave a great presentation today.
Thank you.
Excellent. Just trying to raise that awareness, and it's going quite well. We're getting a lot of new followers. A fan from Ecuador.
There you
That's
go.
fantastic. So we are just about to head back north and stop by VINwiki and drop off Richard Rawlings' giant check so that we don't have to worry about shipping it later. And then we'll be on the road to York, South Carolina. What time are we doing there?
We are due there at, I believe, 8 o'clock, if I remember
8 o'clock this
correctly.
evening in York, South Carolina. We'll confirm that later in the live stream.
Tell 10 people.
That's right. If you
And
tell
tell
10
those
people,
10 people to tell 10 people.
that's right. That's how the word spreads. Please share this where you can so we can continue to raise some awareness and raise money. You can donate, and all the money donated through Super Chat, through Bonfire, through their website, cannonballmemorialrun.org, goes straight to the charity, and 97.9% of that ends up in the hands of families of fallen officers. What's up, guys? Cancun. Stay safe. Viva Mexico.
We reached $500 right now. Dave will run around that tree with his pants down.
Oh, we don't need that. Not $500. $2. Thank you, Peyton. Well, I really appreciate the support. We're having a very good time, but also this is serious work, and we're glad to be raising awareness for what's going on here. This was a really touching community. There's a lot of great support for the family and everybody that's involved here, and it's gone very well. Arkansas. We didn't make it to Arkansas this year. We were in Arkansas last year, right? For a little bit,
I believe we
passing through. That's right. From the Bay, California.
Nice.
Dave there for a while. Louisiana, good luck. Thanks so much. Massachusetts.
Canada. Oregon.
Canada, though. Aggie Land, Michigan, Ohio. Thank you so much for watching. Beautiful small town here of Locust Grove, Georgia. Let's go check out what the Locust Grove police car looks like. Here we go. Here's the Locust Grove police car, and there's another one. Thank you for the donation, Colby. Still rocking the Crown Vics down here in Locust Grove. Hard to meet somebody that doesn't love a Crown Vic, particularly Doug Tabbitt from Switch Cars. Hey, from India. But nice traditional paint scheme here. Looks to be in pretty good shape. Let's see what year this thing is. According to the VIN, it's looks like a 2000. So, very, very nice. 18 years old, in pretty decent shape. Original paint on the hood. How about that? That's right. We'll somebody post this to VINwiki. Georgia tag GV. Tommy, thank you for the donation. Georgia tag GV 5318J. Here's our Suburbans. That's the 2018 in the front, 2017 in the back. We've had to put stickers on them to tell them apart. Battery's going to die in about 10%, but if I lose you, I'll refire it up once we get back in the car.
I've got those as well. Cannonball related, I get.
Are we getting ready to roll out?
Was walking out here. I was being followed, but we're back in there.
Actually, I think I have the alert set up for your name, for Alex's name, and my name, Cannonball.
Hey, from Australia. All right, we're about to hit the road.
All right.
At least we hope. Shouldn't be too long. We're going to run by VINwiki headquarters, which is right at 285 and 85 on the top end of Atlanta. And then we will continue on. Plans on VINwiki.
Live. Hello.
There we go. That. And we're back. Are we loaded in? No.
No.
Oh, they're still behind us. All right, can you Waze us?
You got it. Where are we headed?
You can go ahead and put the South Carolina address, and then we'll I'll just stop us on the way.
Nailed it.
All right, can y'all hear me all right?
Yep, just fine.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Thank you.
This to Facebook.
You are 10-2 from 2 feet away.
All right, copy link.
All right, thank you, Sebastian. Thank you, Aurelius. All right, we appreciate it. So we are again live on the Cannonball Memorial Run. We are now leaving Locust Grove, Georgia, and we're about to head towards South Carolina. And on the way, we're going to stop by VINwiki and drop off the gigantic check that Richard Rawlings gave us yesterday, and get back on the road. So we're going to run. Probably shouldn't take us, I don't think, 45 minutes or so to get up there, and hopefully we don't run through too much Saturday traffic in Atlanta. All right, we're going to make a left out of here.
What a wonderful community and family that that Chase had, you know?
Yep.
Again, we were honoring Chase Maddox here, who died in February, and his wife and their newborn child, who was born 4 days after he passed, were here along with his family.
Beautiful family.
Yep. Quite the traffic jam here. So anything you donate through Super Chat or through cannonballmemorialrun.org or through Bonfire after buying a shirt goes straight to the families of fallen officers. These guys write a check the day after any officers killed in the line of duty in the United States. So it's an awesome cause, and I've been very proud to be a part of it. And we are going to
We're honored you're a part of it there, brother.
Well,
That's huge.
thank you for that. Hey, Braden Whitehead, how are
You're
you?
all set. Let's go. Turn right on Francis Ford Drive.
Oh, let's just
Then
turn
turn
right. Is it just you turning us around?
Let me check it out. No, it's not you turn. It's like a...
All right. Just a different. Butts County, Georgia, represent. Let us know if you have any interesting questions. We'll do our best to answer them. It kind of comes up in a very small portion of the screen, so if I miss it, I apologize. Have I always had the go-getter mentality? I suppose so.
Yeah, bro.
I think you'd find that common amongst law enforcement and entrepreneurs as well. Hey, VINwiki sticker on the IS-250. Great handling car in
Turn
IS-250.
right on Bill Gardner Parkway.
All right, I think we're going to need to pull around this car to go right. Yep, she did. She decided that was the only option as well. But there we go. Then you go. Still got my. There we go. Then right again.
I'm just going to tell you to go left in a second. Let's find out. Yes, it's going to tell you to go left.
In 300 feet,
I can do
turn
that.
left on State Route 42.
There we go. Cordial people here in Locust Grove. Well, I say that. Now they're going to run over me. Apologies. Thank you. Know you got to get out there. Kevin, thank you for the $19.99 donation. You
All
are
right,
too
Kev.
kind, and we really appreciate it. What is the Cannonball, and why did I start running it? That's a good thing for our discussion. The Cannonball Baker Sea to Shining Sea Memorial Trophy Dash was an actual cross-country race that happened from 1971 to 1979. It was organized by Brock Yates, then the editor of Car and Driver magazine. He passed away a couple of years ago, but it is kind of continued in his honor in a lot of different forms. Most immediately after that was the U.S. Express, which happened until 1983. And it was kind of a spinoff because it was organized by mostly Cannonball veterans, but it was a little bit more serious. Generally in a Cannonball Baker Sea to Shining Sea Memorial Trophy Dash run, there'd be kind of half people taking it seriously and half people, just kind of out there to have a good time in RVs and limos and things like that. And now we see that there is a lot more of the Cannonball evolved into the One Lap of America, again facilitated by the guys at Car and Driver. Good, they made it through that light. $20 from Aaron Makusa. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
We really appreciate that. Again, all that goes to the police officers' families, so thank you so very much. And so One Lap continues to this day, and it's kind of evolved. We've got some stories coming up on the VINwiki channel about the early days of One Lap, which was really driving a lap around the United States. The instructions were kind of go to New York, turn left, go to Detroit, turn left, go to Seattle, turn left, go to LA, turn left, go to Miami, and turn left. It was about an 11,000-mile loop around the country, driven very much in Cannonball style. Today, there's really two events that have been run recently that you've seen stories about on the YouTube channel, the 2904 and the C2C Express. And so I did the 2904 for the first time in 2015, and it's where you have to spend less than $2,904 buying, preparing, and driving a car across the country. You can spend more money on safety items, kind of like 24 Hours of Lemons, but generally it's cheap, junky cars. So I drove the 12 owner, 2 accident, salvage title S55. Whenever we say 24 Hours of Lemons, which is a real event, like of $500 endurance cars, everybody's
awesome.
like, "You're pronouncing it wrong.
No,
It's
no.
Le Mans."
Le Mans.
Yeah, but
That's
I
a
did mean
legit-
lemons.
It's a legit thing.
That's right.
Lemons.
Also, chump car racing. So the last running of the 2904 was late last year in 2017. That's where we drove the 1995 Cadillac limo. The age of the cars had been restricted because of the Boolean clause. Straight or left?
Now we're going to go straight.
All right.
This is the faster detour than the other traffic jam.
Brilliant. Locust Grove is well known in Middle Georgia for being generally the site of traffic jams people experience between Florida and Atlanta. So the C2C Express may run a couple more times. It's a little bit unclear. I'd like to get an event to run the 1985 Audi 4000 S Quattro in. If not, I might just take it on one lap. But the Cannonball Memorial Run, was set up in 2016 by Sergeants Jason Hendricks and John Bannis from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department. In the back, Bannis is behind me. Not asleep. That was his real hand.
Oh.
Hey, there he is.
He made an appearance.
Absolutely. And so they started this in 2016 and literally organized their first cross-country drive in 9 days. The idea came from obviously their outrage at the narrative towards police officers and the number of officers that are being murdered in the line of duty. And they wanted to both bring awareness to that, but also bring some financial relief that happens immediately to the families of the fallen officers. And they've done that. That goal's already been achieved. What we want now is to give more. And so right now, and since the event started, they've written a check for $300 to the family of every single officer. And that is 61 families? 61 families so far. And moving forward, we're going to start with $500. And the more that you donate, the more that goes up. They don't take salaries. There's no infrastructure cost. This is a $100 donation.
Whoa.
Thank you, Chris
Damn,
Nelson.
thank you.
Yes.
That's
Y'all are
huge.
fantastic.
That's huge. Thank you.
That is amazing. Thank you so much, Chris, and we really appreciate that. So all this money goes and is issued immediately. Now, yes, there are programs that are in place from the state and federal governments that do offer some financial support to the families of fallen officers, but that takes a very long time, and there's a lot of bureaucratic hurdles that the families have to go through in order to receive the funds. So what they're doing is providing immediate relief that's not political. There's no aim here. This is just to help and support these families. You can donate by using Super Chat right now. You can also go to cannonballmemorialrun.org and donate there through PayPal. And you can also go to bonfire.com/cannonballmemorialrun and buy a t-shirt, and you will then be able to add an additional donation there that they'll collect and then remit back. So there's tons of ways to donate. You can also send checks if you'd prefer. $20 from Connor Riley. Thank you so very, very much.
Thank you, Connor.
We really, really appreciate that. So we are just trying to raise as much awareness. So please share this in addition to donating, because we just want to get this out there so that everybody knows what we're doing. And they're going to continue to do this drive every year to raise awareness for these families of fallen officers. We think Locust Grove is generally about 45 minutes from VINwiki. It might end up taking a little bit longer than that, but we'll try to keep this running as long as the service permits. And we will keep it going. We are in a 2018 Chevrolet Suburban rented from Avis, and we had to return one of them in Vegas. This is a 2018, the 2017 one is behind us, and it was not driving very smoothly, rattling very badly out of alignment on the front right. Thank you, Ruben, for the $10 donation.
Thank you, Ruben.
Thank you.
And thank you, Sebastian, for $5. We appreciate
Alright,
that.
thank
you,
We are
Sebastian.
going through Raleigh. We are going to be in Raleigh on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. The address is at cannonballmemorialrun.org, or it's right there. We're at the North Carolina Bureau, DPS Bureau of Prisons. $20 from Bass Fisher.
Hey, thank
you,
you,
Bass Fisher. $203 in the
That's
last 17 minutes. That's
outstanding.
fantastic.
Outstanding.
Thank you guys so much. This is incredible. Charlotte, no, the only place we're going to go in to stop in North Carolina is Raleigh, and then we'll continue on to D.C. And along the way, the patches from the officers that are killed are collected, and then those are then sent to the Attorney General of the United States, Jeff Sessions. So there's a box that Sergeant Snow made. He's a fantastic woodsmith, and he has made him a box, and that's where all the patches go. So we definitely appreciate that. We might do some Cannonball Memorial Run patches for additional merchandise at some point, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you, Zwan. We'll do our best to keep it all going.
Continuing for 3.5 miles, and it'll be eventually turning left.
How do you get a sexy voice like mine? Thank you, Victor. That's nice of you to say, I think. I appreciate that. I don't really know.
I don't even exercise.
Our day is going great. We are about 2,500 miles into this trip, and we're doing quite well. Is the Earth flat? Radio? Who needs a radio?
Are you kidding me? We got Eds in here, man. You don't need a radio.
Are we meeting in Georgia? No, we are not. We're just going to be passing through, dropping a couple of things off at VINwiki headquarters, and then heading back north. Unless these guys decide they want to sit down and tell some car stories,
Hey.
which we can certainly do. Always ready. Randy, $25. Thank
you,
you, Randy
Randy.
Richardson. Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so very much for that support. That will go directly to these families. So we greatly appreciate that.
I drove in a car once.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
I'm still trying to get used to the whole thing.
We're not stopping in Washington State. That's a little bit out of the way. Thank you for enjoying the channel. Why did we start the YouTube channel? This may seem strange, but VINwiki is not just a YouTube channel. There is an app, and we started a business with a vehicle history reporting app that crowdsources vehicle history about 2 years ago. And about 6 months ago, thank you, Brandon, for the $5. Thank you for the $2. We really appreciate that. We launched the app as a marketing initiative for the, we launched the YouTube channel as a marketing initiative for the app. So VINwiki is free to download in your app store. We don't make any money off the app. It's a way of collecting data and providing a data resource to automotive consumers in the U.S. We will launch an international version at some point, but right now it's U.S. only. It's available iPhone and Android. We're still working out a few kinks on the Android side, but we appreciate you bearing with us. And we are going to continue to make the videos as well because, honestly, it's been a terrific marketing initiative for us. But it also allows us this platform to do what's really more important, and that is bring awareness to these types of causes. Chase's Garage, $1.99.
Thank you very much.
Can you buy us some donuts? Of course you can buy us donuts.
Hey, you know, just the record. Yeah,
we can also do some donuts.
We can do some donuts. We did do some donuts.
We got to our last location just a bit early, and if you go to my Instagram account, which is just my name, Ed Boldian, you might see some record of some donuts of the automotive form in a parking lot in Northwest Georgia. Yep, we'll make a list of playlist of rabbit stories. I'm glad you've enjoyed those. Does Bonfire ship to Europe? Yes. Hey, Indiana, thank you very much. All right, we're staying straight for a good while.
Just for 1.7 miles, and we'll be turning left.
1.7 miles, we're going to be making a left, eventually meandering our way back to I-75. That is the goal.
It's going to be going to State Route 155.
Why not
1.6 miles, then making our way back to 75.
All right, great. Somebody asked why we are not in a limo this time. A limo would be very nice and comfortable, but right now we are in this because the limo is not a reliable car and it smells bad, and I sold it on Craigslist in San Francisco.
This car smells great.
That's not true. 20 euros from Sudokan. Thank you so much. Thank you from Finland.
What's the euro
Finland.
exchange rate now?
It's probably $1.10 or so.
Yeah, that seems like $1.21. I don't know what it is.
That's terrific. Thoughts on a Mini Cooper for your first car? I think a Mini Cooper is a fantastic car for anyone. Someone asked if we would use any of the money donated to buy Richard Rawlings some new pants.
Oh,
No, absolutely not. We will not put any of the money that you donate. However,
No, we would be willing to pull some funds. Reagan for $2 asked if the S55 was going to be for sale anytime soon. You know, I have toyed with selling the S55 because in order to make the fuel cell work, we completely eliminated the secondary evaporative system, so the car won't pass Georgia emissions anymore. And so rather than trying to make it pass, I may end up doing something like that. There are now surround sound waves.
Yeah, we are.
So not right now, but you never know. But I'll be sure to post about it. What are my daily drivers? Right now it's split about half between the Murcielago LP640 and the CL55.
Yeah.
Beautiful
CL55 is at Hartsfield International Airport right now. Do not steal it. I do still have a Lamborghini. It's a gray 2007 LP640. Am I turning left here?
You are, yes, turning left here.
Turning left here at 155. Fantastic.
So
Hopefully.
Ed, who do you have as your spotter right now?
Dave Black is acting as our spotter, but he's nowhere to be found. So I don't know where he is. But Dave, if you're watching this, we went the opposite way you did because that's what Waze said to do.
It said it was a traffic.
Dave is on Facebook Live right now. He's stuck on the 75, not moving.
Okay.
And that's why it recommended us to go this way.
All right. Well, then take that, Dave.
Grant Ward has just filled in.
There we
Oh,
go.
hey, Dave.
All right. Grant, thank you for that. We are, what are all the cars I own? I have the 2002 S55 with its 12 owners and salvage title. All right, Corolla. I don't have a Corolla because
No,
people
no
who drive it
Corollas,
will
yes.
not even go through intersections.
Or Camrys, for that matter. We've
right.
run into that as a
We've had
history.
Camry
Yes.
issues. I've got the 04 CL55 from the record. I've got the Lamborghini Murcielago. I've got the 85 Audi 4000S Quattro, and a 2010 Range Rover that my wife drives.
75 north.
How many miles?
1.3. 1.2 now.
1.2.
1.2 miles will be turning
You have
right.
an 81 DeLorean. Should you use it for Cannonball? You should use that for absolutely everything, sir.
Yes, you
There's
should.
few things you can't use or
You gotta
shouldn't
throw
use it.
a flux capacitor in.
Absolutely. Speaking of, I think AutoZone sells flux capacitors.
I believe they do.
Yep.
Absolutely, yeah. But I think we calculated it takes a heck of a lot of double A's to get the 1.21 gigawatts needed.
Yeah, it's
But-
1.21 gigawatts. You're at a Sunoco gas. Gas is $2.49. JB, would you like to make a commentary on that?
240. No, I can go for 249.
$2.49 meets your expectation.
Yeah,
With a
I mean,
NASCAR in the front
It's
of
like
it.
$1.15 less than it is in California.
It's got a Dell Junior Mountain Dew car, man. Mountain Dew.
Here, we're gonna show you that. Cannonball Memorial. Go ahead out there. Got you.
We're all slow and
Where is the audio? Watchers, you can't hear me. Works now.
sweet.
It works. The sound's
Yay.
back. Hey, sorry about that. I don't know what. Make. You Cougar Speed. Am I back? $269 donated. We got you, Cougar. Don't worry, Sebastian. F, whatever F means, still more reliable than a Ford. Can you turn the... Yep. Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, Frankenstein. It does look pretty well stopped.
Well, we just passed Frankenstein. Maybe it wasn't the red car. Maybe it was... No. All right.
Estimated time in traffic, 14 minutes.
Just 14 minutes in traffic according to Waze.
How does it know?
I don't... lots of time in traffic.
Hey, we really appreciate all the donations. Every single dollar is going to go to the families of our fallen officers across the nation. This is the one charity nationwide that can brag about that we don't get paid. We don't pay for any of this stuff. This is out of our pocket to make sure we get in there, or brought to us by other generous sponsors. Every dollar that you donate will go directly back to the family of the fallen officers.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. What questions can we answer, viewers? The comments have ended.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. They want to hear your voice, dude.
Would I work at the Lamborghini dealership again if I could? No, not right now. I enjoyed it while it lasted, and I have not missed it since. Are we coming through Raleigh? Yes, we are going to Raleigh tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. at the Department of Prisons. Coming past you, Range Rover. Did the Siri thing. Reagan Lyle, $2. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm wondering,
You
plug my...
Yeah, no, don't stop doing that. That was nice.
Would I recommend a C32 AMG? Yes, I love a C32 AMG.
Yeah, freaking bump
Excellent.
those turbos.
That's right. Grant here has C55 and now has an E63.
I do.
AMG cars represent. Oh, Charger, I'm not going to run over you.
530 horsepower, naturally aspirated is the way that I went. I got the 2010.
Excellent choice.
because it's incredibly affordable.
What do I think of the Infiniti Q60?
Yeah.
I have an aversion to the Q class from Infiniti because Alex Roy pretended to use one to my record. Obviously, I love a link. For other reasons.
It's pretty exciting.
Can you hear us now? Is it any better or worse than it was? The sound is kaputs. F. F.
Frozen.
It's back.
It's back.
Something's back. It worked. We can't hear
Yay.
anything. Yay, fixed. Oh, they're back. Yes. Yes, it's better.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
Alright,
All right. Thanks, Amazon, for that mic. All right. I'm glad you can hear us. Maybe that makes it like amplified, and so the bandwidth of the audio gets to be problematic.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're a smart man.
My
What do I think of
thoughts
the
exactly.
Lincoln Country car? Can you answer my super chat question? Reagan, I'm sorry I didn't see it. Will you ask it again, Reagan Lyle, that donated money?
Heck yeah.
Stream on Instagram. You think Instagram's compression's better than YouTube's? Can I repeat what I said about the Q60? Alex Roy used a fake Q60 and a fake story about a fake record that beat my real record, so I don't like Infiniti Q60s or 50s.
Wow.
Not only is the audio back, it's much better.
Hey,
Take that,
all right,
Amazon.
all right.
All right, everybody figure out what in the world this is, because I threw the box away, and go leave a terrible Amazon review for it.
You know, my guess this probably has to do with the vibrations from the mount. I'll
Oh.
bet you without the vibrations it would probably be better. But it's called the CVM VS08 by Comica.
Comica!
Yeah, the video microphone.
All right, the express lanes are closed
It
here.
actually looks pretty darn fancy. I'll bet you in the right settings it probably works pretty well, but not on a
Not on
Cannonball
this.
run.
Is there a stop in Ohio? No, there is not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the
yes.
East Coast
the
team.
East Coast team stopped in Westerville, Ohio.
Westerville, Ohio.
Yes,
where
they
had
did.
2 officers
So there's
murdered.
in addition to our 2 cars traveling from the West Coast, there's an East Coast team that came down from Hampshire. They're going to meet us in Raleigh.
It's a good thing you're wiping that windshield even
Yeah.
more clean.
That's right.
It's going to be the cleanest windshield out there.
Dream car as a kid versus dream car now. It would definitely have been a McLaren F1 LM then, and I'm not sure it's not that now, but at the same time, if I was going to spend, $25 million on a car, I might change the priority set just a little bit. What state are we in? We are in Georgia, our home state, my home state. The rest of them are from North Carolina.
Always on my mind.
It's California. I don't know. We're going to North Carolina. Should I supercharge a Camry for the Cannonball record? It'd be a good sleeper. Thank you for reposting that. A supercharged Camry would definitely fly under the radar. When you start to modify a car like that for something like a Cannonball or an endurance race, you start to notice the other weaknesses. So you'd also obviously have to do suspension, brakes, fuel system, everything else. So certainly, yes, you could, but I don't think it would necessarily contend with, a sub 30-hour time, because the rest of the capability of the car just isn't built to consistently go that fast. A Miata for a first car in Europe, a Miata for a first car anywhere is a great idea. I think they're terrific. Guys, let's get some donations. And I'll tell you what, if y'all...
Okay, you need donations, Ed?
I do.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Can I get pop my little melon up in this picture, my chrome?
Oh, he's back. He's back.
All right, I'm Sergeant John Banas. I'm the president and CEO and one of the co-founders of the Cannonball Memorial Run. I've got a very foul mouth, so Ed very rarely lets me speak. That's why I have to hide out in the corner back here.
True story.
But this time I'm getting to jump out, okay? I'm coming out of my shell, ladies and gentlemen. I'm old school, and I believe in leadership by example. So I'm going to make a live donation here on this video, okay?
$25.
Wait, stop.
Somebody just took all the wind out of your sails, Kevin.
Stop.
Thank you, Kevin.
Kevin, you jacked it up. I was in the middle of my speech. What's going on here?
Thank you, Kevin. We love you.
So I'm going to make a live donation here. I have $100 in my hand. This is my sweat equity. I earned this money at work dealing with criminals that I have to go out and arrest in the county of San Bernardino in California. We have some very violent criminals out of there. So there was some sweat equity in this $100 that I have here in my hand. So I believe so much in our message that this $100 right here is out of my pocket, ladies and gentlemen. It's called leadership by example. Thanks, Ed, for that brief moment.
Oh, thank you for that donation,
And
JB.
we can confirm it is sweaty
Grant,
from
you
his
can
wallet
confirm it.
after
It's 20s.
after sitting in this
There's
car
five.
for the
There's
last 3
five
days.
Tommies there. There's
Yeah,
five
buddy.
Tommies there.
Boom.
Oh, all right, but that won't go on our tally here. So since we have $271, if you guys in the next 10 minutes can bump that up to 300, we'll
Thanks,
give
JB.
we'll
Good
give
job.
whatever
Got it.
OnStar operator is working right now a hard time.
You mean an incredibly good time?
That's right.
The OnStar operators, by the way, have been incredibly pleasant.
That's
this
right.
entire trip.
Tamika was wonderful this
She
morning.
was,
She
she
helped
was.
us to recalibrate our speedometer.
Yeah, it still didn't work in the end. But
Yeah, it's crazy. So let's keep those donations going.
Yes, please. Thank you. The families of our fallen officers really, really appreciate
Are we
it.
shutting down I-40? No, we are not shutting down I-40. We need more donations for that.
Well, and I'd have to get out of the car.
That's right. We'd be in something a bit faster if that was the
Yeah,
arrangement.
buddy.
My favorite homologated rally car, STI.
John Harrison.
$2 from the Evil Nugget. John Harrison!
Yay!
Yes! Hey, John Harrison. Oh, we got the $2.99.
Boom!
We got
Done.
another $1.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It hasn't totaled there, but I think we got it. All right, you guys keep it coming, and let's ask OnStar how bad this traffic is.
Love that too.
Connecting to OnStar.
Hi. Hello.
OnStar?
OnStar.
OnStar, can you hear me?
This call may be recorded for quality purposes.
You better
I hope
believe
they
it.
don't record.
You better believe it may be recorded.
Hi, this is Shy. How may I assist you?
Shia, is that your name?
My name is Shy.
Shy, this is
Shy.
Ed from the Cannonball Memorial Run. How are you this afternoon?
I'm pretty well, Ed. How are you doing?
I'm good. Can you see our current predicament on your screen?
Yes, I can see your current location on my screen.
All right, well, the reason that we're only going a couple miles per hour is that there's traffic all around us. How much longer is that going to last?
All right, I'll be happy to find that out for you, okay?
Thank you. Yes. Yes, you can use these donations as a tax write-off. Not you, Shy. Sorry.
All right.
That was a different conversation happening.
But Shy, if you want to itemize whatever it is that you're using to look this up, feel free to deduct those from your taxable income.
That's right.
There you go.
Shy, we're on a YouTube live stream on the VINwiki YouTube channel as we're driving across the country to raise money and awareness for the families of fallen officers.
Let's,
Well, that's amazing. That's an amazing journey you're on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you look at minute 41 of our YouTube live stream on VINwiki, it'll be you telling us about traffic.
It'll be awesome.
We'll make
Well,
you
I have
famous.
seen that is thank you, sir. I have seen that it is a delay at 10 minutes and 30 seconds, roughly around, just to get off that traffic, but you are pretty much past it. You have, I want to say, roughly around me see. If I think it's one exit away, you're one exit away from clearing all up. Okay.
One exit away from it clearing up. Fantastic.
Two exits.
Two
So,
exits away.
222. So at 222, it should be good to go from there.
All right, we're at mile marker 221, so that should get us there.
1
All right,
mile
can
away.
you tell me how to remove the speed governor on this 2018 Chevrolet Suburban rented from Avis Rental Car in California?
I would be able to get you somebody that could better assist you. I can't exactly tell you, but I can find somebody that could.
Okay, that would be terrific.
How's your day
All
going?
right. Day is going pretty well, sir. I can't complain.
All right, Shai, we appreciate that. Who will you be transferring us to?
I will be transferring you to our GM customer assistance line.
Oh, a GM customer assistance. That sounds like fun.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, where is your office at for OnStar?
Our office is located in North Carolina.
In Concord, North Carolina?
Concord.
North Carolina, I can't, as far as project the exact city, but I can say the state.
I'm not going to say that everybody has that policy from Concord, North Carolina.
Understandable.
Well, thank you, Shai, for your help. We'll look forward to figuring out how to disable this speed governor.
All right. I will be transferring you over to the GM customer assistance line. Would you mind holding for a brief moment, sir?
I would not mind in that in the slightest.
Nope.
All right. Well, y'all have a wonderful day. If I don't get to connect back up with you, and know whenever you need us, okay?
Oh, I know you are. Thank you.
Thanks, Shai.
Anytime.
Shai, ladies and gentlemen.
And thank you for being a valued OnStar member. Our
I'm
team is working quickly
Only a
to
rental
assist you.
OnStar member. We are at Jodico Road,
And flip it.
Flippin', Georgia.
Flippin' Georgia. It's beeping at us.
YouTube says donations not available in your country. What country is that? I don't know. I think it works through Apple Pay, but I'll confess that I never used it before this trip, so I don't know.
Thank you for helping.
Greenland.
And thank you for being a valued
cool.
OnStar
That is
member.
cool.
Your OnStar advisor will be back momentarily.
Looking forward to it. OnStar.
All right. I'll tell you, Shai was on his game.
Yep.
We were a mile away from the end of it.
That was it.
Still a lot of traffic. Would I record your voicemail greeting? I don't know how to
Thank
do
you
that.
for contacting OnStar. And
What-
thank you for being a valued OnStar member. Our team is working quickly to
675
assist
is
you.
fast, according to Dave Black. He's ahead.
All right, 675 is fast. Whoever wanted me to record their Apple Pay, Reagan Lyle, Apple Pay through computer. Oh, that's cool. Bangladesh is my country. That's
Yeah.
great. Someone said, "What's your phone number?" That would be an Alex Roy mistake that I will not be making. $2 donation.
for
Thank you
holding.
so
And
much.
thank you for being a valued
Kuwait.
OnStar member.
In the
Your
house,
OnStar
Saudi Arabia.
advisor will be back
England is my
momentarily.
city, not a
Alright.
city.
Well, unless they're in like England, Tennessee, I don't
Maybe.
Christy Lucas
America.
just set up auto donation, $25 a month.
Thank you for
Thank
contacting
you, Christy Lucas.
And thank you
$25
for
a
being a
month.
valued OnStar member.
Greece,
Our team is working quickly to assist you.
North Korea.
Dave Black says there's no cops except for the two in the
know.
suburban
Hey, someone
side.
gave something.
$5 donation, Diego Lopez.
Yeah, buddy,
Any
thank
tips for
you.
people to Cannonball? Pack some police officers. They get you away with everything. England's a city in Arkansas.
Yeah, there you go.
Vindicated.
Arkansas.
Hello from France. Thank you from
Thank you
France.
for holding. And thank you for being a
What
valued
do I think of a
OnStar member.
2020 Tesla
Your OnStar
Roadster?
advisor
I don't
will
think
be
it's
back
real yet.
momentarily.
If it is, I don't know that I'll like it. From Nigeria. Not really, Mr. Car Guy. I see your geolocation jokes. Montana. Are you there
Thank
for
you for
tax evasion
contacting OnStar.
purposes?
And thank you for
Pakistan.
being a
What is our
valued OnStar
ETA
member.
to York
Our
County?
team is working quickly to assist you.
It's 3 hours, 37 minutes. It still has 240 miles to go.
With 240 miles to go, with a brief stop at Bullion.
VINwiki.
All
You see
right,
the man cave.
that's it. We're chugging along.
One of the people that was really, really generous to help our efforts out. Donated an amount of money. Was really impressed by Ed's man cave. That's what caused him to donate a good amount.
Thank
Hey,
you for holding, and thank you for being a valued OnStar member. Your OnStar advisor will be
we're
back
supposed to go here
momentarily.
in 2 miles, right?
2 miles either.
All right, Dave Black is ahead of us. He says that 675 is wide open. So, if so, we might be able to verify the diagnostic capabilities of speed verification of the OnStar.
Thank you for contacting OnStar, and thank you for being a valued OnStar member. Our team is working quickly to assist you.
All right, guys, we're at $303. If we get to $500, we'll find some wet parking lot and see if this thing will do some more donuts. You're done it.
We'll roll up JB's windows this time.
That's right.
He got hosed.
Yes.
Debbie Marshall just donated.
Hey,
Thanks, Debbie
thank you,
Marshall.
Debbie.
Hello.
Hi, this is from Shirley. Who am I speaking with?
This is Ed from the Cannonball Memorial Run. How are you?
I'm good, thank you for asking you.
What was your name? I'm sorry I missed it.
It's RHEA.
R.A. Rhea. That's a lovely name, Rhea. Thank you so much. We are having an issue with our car in that as we accelerate, the governor makes us stop accelerating at a certain point. And we were curious if there was a fuse I could pull or some way to disable that, because we need to get where we're going a little faster than this Suburban will allow us to get there.
I see. Okay, let me go ahead and look it up here. But would you mind providing a phone number, sir, in case we get cut off?
Sure.
I can call it back.
It's 770 555 8142.
Thank you. And could you provide me your last name, please?
Bolian, Bolian.
Thank you, Mr. Bolian. So, if I may clarify, Mr. Bolian, so it's like it had a limited speed
That's
when you
correct.
accelerate, correct?
That is correct.
And have you taken into looking into what speed or which speed you are limited to accelerate?
Yeah, it seems to vary a little bit. Sometimes it's 111 miles an hour, sometimes it's 112 miles per hour, and sometimes it seems to be 114 miles per hour.
Oh, okay. So it's around that range. Okay.
Yeah, in that range. You know, just a reasonable cruising speed, and it just refuses to go beyond that.
Okay. And this is a rental, Mr. Bolian, correct?
It is a rental, yes.
Okay.
Did you find that out from VINwiki, or did you know that some other way?
By the VIN, yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, let me go ahead and check this. Do you mind holding for 2-3 minutes?
Not at all, Rhea. Take your time.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bolian.
Hold music. That was not my real phone number, so you can call it, but no number that has 555 as the 4th, 5th, and 6th digits is
Tim
real.
Nichols says we needed to do at least 120.
That's right. Gotta do 120.
Rhea can still hear
I think this is license-free hold music.
this. This is the same one that CVS Pharmacy uses too. For the record.
Hold music is gangster. 770 is the Atlanta area code, right? I didn't make up the difference. All right, let's go find us some Dave Black.
He's up there.
Under the speed limit, under the speed limit, under the speed limit. Vacating my fast lane. Thank you. Oh, just shut us down. The problem happened again, OnStar. It happened right now. I also have a problem, OnStar. I need you to get every Nissan Versa out of my way forever.
According to Harrison, your car is still faster than the Caddy limo.
It is faster than the Caddy limo. It smells better than
Thank
the Caddy
you so
limo.
much for holding, Mr. Bowen.
Yeah,
Sorry
you're
for
welcome, Rhea.
Hi, Rhea.
Appreciate it. Okay, so I think since the vehicle is equipped for teen driver, it might have been set to that specific mileage per hour.
Oh, so it's the
that's
stance
it.
of General Motors that teenage drivers should not go more than 114 miles per hour?
Well, I'm not sure, Mr. Bowen, if that has been set previously.
So who do I need to send a copy of my ID to so that I can go faster than this?
He's not a teen
Well,
anymore.
we can check the vehicle personalization so we can have that changed.
Oh, there's a personalization setting. Hey, where do I
Right.
find
How
that?
do we find that?
So you would need to use the audio system controls,
All
Okay,
right.
we're there. We're in settings.
and then I would need you to go through the menu until you reach Teen Driver.
Oh, Teen Driver. Is that like Baby Driver, the movie?
We met him yesterday, by the way.
Thank you for doing the auto donation.
Well, I
Alright, we're
think
looking
it's
for
not limited to speed in the movie here.
It's not about the movie? There it is.
There we go.
Locust Grove,
Oh, it says it's not available while I'm moving.
Georgia.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Is there a way you could? I thought you were pulled over.
Oh, you thought I was pulled over? No, I was trying to continue to test whether or not it was happening.
Okay. Does it show a message?
It just says you have to be stopped to change it. But you think I can change the limiter in Teen Driver mode?
Right.
Does it give you a range that I'm allowed to set it for? Will it let me go, say, more than 268 miles per hour?
Well, it doesn't show the specific mileage here. It's blank actually, but it's just showing speed
Unlimited.
limited to, and then it's XXX for miles per hour.
XXX. We know it at least has 3 digits. All right. Do you
Right.
do you have the ability to run any other further diagnostics on our car at this time?
Oh no, Mr. Boyan, but OnStar would be able to do that. The vehicle
You're not-
diagnostic.
You're not OnStar?
No, this is customer assistance. You transferred over.
Oh, okay.
Customer
Do you want me to
assistance
connect
GM.
you back?
Yeah, probably. Where is the GM Customer Assistance headquarters located? Where is your office?
Well, that's going to be in Detroit, Michigan. Mr.
Detroit,
Boyan.
Michigan.
Oh, very cool.
Listeners from all over. Thank you, Rhea. All right. Well, I appreciate your help. We'll explore these teen driver, baby driver situations and see if we can
Well,
make
if
it.
you have the manuals there, that's
No,
gonna
they
be
didn't give us the
after
manuals.
step.
That's good.
No, unfortunately, no.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
Do you want me to connect you back to OnStar, Mr. Boyan?
That'll be all right. We'll call them back later.
All right. Well, thank you for calling.
Thank you,
GM
Rhea.
Customer
Thank you, Rhea.
Assistance. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, there's a bunch of teenagers in there.
Your OnStar call has
Teenagers.
ended.
They think we're
Goodbye.
teenagers. But apparently General Motors thinks that teenagers should be driving at 114 miles per hour, which, while I was certainly guilty of doing such as a teenager, I'm not necessarily sure I'm in agreement with.
Seems a bit arbitrary, doesn't it?
It does. Like, as a politician,
Yeah,
I think we could come up with something better.
probably.
So
can.
one of our viewers, Brian Fratt, said that if everybody signs the duck, he'll pay $100 for that duck.
For sure. $100
Yeah,
more
buddy.
donated.
Silver.
Thank you very
I
much.
think that duck should be auctioned.
Yes.
That duck is worth a lot more than $100. That duck has been across this country not once, but twice.
Well, so we'll start the bidding at $100.
The bidding will start at
$100.
$100.
That's our
Alright.
mascot.
It's basically
Bowling green.
our beacon of guidance through the,
Oh, we got
through the
a-
late nights.
A bid of I'll pay $500. You need to register your
Whoa,
bids through the Cannonball Memorial Run Facebook page.
Yes, please.
So go to Cannonball Memorial Run on Facebook, and you'll be able to communicate with Sergeant Hendricks in the back seat here.
The one with the camera pointed at you, put it on his
And he
feet.
might send you a credit application for a $500 bid. I don't know that, but we'll
Brian
appreciate
Pratt just upped it to 200.
200.
My sister-in-law and brother, who just set up auto donations, just offered 201.
201.
Yeah, buddy.
We got a 5010203. I think it might not be legitimate, but if you donate 50102, we'll have you the duck or something better for if you go through this, and I can see that it actually
And we
increments
will
up.
all sign it. Absolutely.
yes.
Whatever it is.
There's a beige G63 here. Oh,
Ah, there sure
285.
is. Little G-Wagon.
Kaya, K-A-Y-A is the Georgia license plate of this G-Wagon. If somebody wants to enter it into VINwiki.
You're very welcome.
Love Beta Beige. You probably saw it panned by Grant's shoulder there. AAA roadside assistance. Don't require you right now. Good to know you're in the neighborhood.
Always in the neighborhood.
And crossing traffic. We are on 285 East in Atlanta. Just getting off 675 near Boulder Crest Road. On the east side, $912 bid. Again, you need to bid somewhere else unless you go ahead and put it in there, in which case I think you're going to take home a duck.
Somebody just bid $912.
I don't know how legitimately I can verify these
Torrance
bids.
PD Motors and Commercial
I
Enforcement.
say we
just
hold the
said
bid
thank you.
open until
No,
we
thank you, Torrance.
arrive
You
in
guys are
DC.
awesome. That escort that you guys gave us was out of this world. We really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Torrance.
Yes,
Yeah.
Stephanie. That's my sister-in-law. The duck is on the dashboard right now. That is Omar.
Omar the Duck, he's
Omar
been
the
our
Duck.
mascot.
Omar the
More
Duck
than one
also
drive.
serves as a very effective G-force meter,
Yes, it
which I
does.
was in the process of testing out before Grant interrupted its functionality.
That is very true. And it's here. Let's put it back so we can test this.
I say we conclude
Very
the
good.
auction tomorrow when we arrive in DC, and Omar the Duck will go to the highest bidder by then.
But yeah, we'll all sign it too. That's pretty awesome.
That is pretty awesome. What else could we sign? We could all sign a San Bernardino Sheriff's Department patch.
I don't have very many limits on that. I'm just saying.
We can sign one of our official ball
Ah,
caps.
ball cap.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Cannonball Memorial Run. We got the Driven to Honor. It's awesome.
Tim
Whoa.
Nichols says
Sign
bid
the
more
card.
while Brian Pratt is still bidding against himself.
Brian Fratt, we appreciate this.
Yeah, Fred, that's awesome, buddy.
Great guy.
Seems like it.
Hey, ask Fred if he's selling body armor.
That is a affirmative.
Tell him I got my message in my inbox the other day, and I will call him back when I get back to the office next week.
He's listening to you.
Oh, hi, Brad. Hey, how are you?
The question posed was, when will we have an iPhone X compatible VINwiki version? Should be coming soon, hopefully in the next 30 days or so. The screen size is obviously unique, and so it still works fine, but it doesn't look as pretty as other phone apps.
Christy Lucas wants to know how much for that Cannonball run jacket. She's calling you out.
The one that Arlani's wearing, or?
I am officially not permitted to sell that, unfortunately. But there is one for sale somewhere else that I may have to buy to have a second one, so I'm not going to tell you where that is. When will we do a burnout? Not in the middle of I-285.
Preferably not.
When is the BlackBerry version of VINwiki coming?
Still at Black-
2002. I only worked on the red one.
It
It was great. People loved it.
Debbie, that's okay. You've donated plenty.
Debbie, you're awesome.
All right. Please share this stream. We are again live on the 2018 running of the Cannonball Memorial Run. We've left Locust Grove. We are headed to VINwiki headquarters to drop off a $20,000 check from Richard Rawlings and Dennis Collins of the Gas Monkey Garage Foundation. We met them yesterday in Richardson PD headquarters, and we are honored and appreciative of their donation. We also got to see the 550 Maranello that they did there in New York to LA drive-in back in 2007 in 31 hours, 59 minutes. Still in very much prepared condition. They put a lot more stickers back on it. I know they stripped them off for the drive. A good idea for cannonballing. Whoa, bumpy. And we had a great time there. From VINwiki HQ, we'll be headed to South Carolina. York County, South Carolina.
Sheriff's Department.
What's the
York,
address
South
for that?
Carolina.
It's going to be at 1675 York Highway in York, South Carolina, and we're planning to be there at 7 o'clock this evening in the Eastern Standard Time.
There we go. So if you want to join us there, you're beyond welcome to do so. If you want a caravan from there up to Raleigh, the complete opposite of the Smokey and the Bandit problem.
Grant hasn't done his stellar magic in a few days, according to Mike Jones.
I can do some magic right now. I don't know if it's really going to go that. Did you guys see that?
Ah! His thumb came off! His thumb came off! I heard you could do some playing card tricks.
I can. I can definitely do some card tricks. I'm actually good at those. The finger tricks, no, not so
So
much.
novice finger tricker.
Yeah, kind of novice at that. So if I can pull off my pinky, have you guys seen this? Okay, watch this one. Ready? Oh man! Did you see that? Yeah. It's crazy. Wait. And I do it with my pinky. It kind of hurts, so let me see. There we go. Do you see it? Do you see it?
It's still wiggling.
Oh, it hurts. All right. But
And as usual, Nurse Marshall says she'll put it back together.
yeah, Debbie's a sweetheart. Last time I saw you, you give the best hugs. So thank you so much.
Brian Fratt just offered $100 for your thumb.
For my.
I'll sign it.
Yeah, and we'll all sign it.
It's kind of tweaked weird. I don't know if you want this one. I'm just kidding. It's okay. But it does go all the way back. It's kind of weird like that. All right. Hey, but if someone wants to buy a really cool SEBA jacket, I might sell that. The
There we
Sheriff's
go.
Employee Benefit Association.
Traffic 1.5 before 85 exit.
Traffic, is that what Dave said?
Traffic 1.5 before 85 exit.
Okay. Did he offer some way to
To avoid it.
avoid it?
That's all he said.
That's right. Thanks, OnStar. Real helpful with that.
What is a signed V1?
What? Oh, a signed Valentine 1 radar detector. They're worth
That was Dave Black's
proposition.
suggestion.
All right. How about a designated person to text and drive comments, Dave Black?
Well, I was hoping Mark Demersovich would do that.
Mark D.
Tim Nichols.
Hi, Tim.
Am I wearing a seatbelt in a car with a bunch of cops? Oh, no, I am wearing it. Yes, but
Always. Safety
because
first.
it's the previous driver was short, it goes down.
Wait, I'm not that short. It's just comfortable that way.
Thank
Rest
you,
upon
Vivian,
my
for the
bosom
two
in a
t-shirts you
special way.
bought.
All right.
I think it's
How many bonfire shirts have we sold?
Somebody will have to look that
Oh
up.
gosh, I
All
have
right.
no idea.
Somebody
Keep it
go
going, Timmy.
Somebody go
Stop
to
resisting.
bonfire.com/Cannonball Memorial Run and let us know how many shirts have been sold. Our goal is to sell 250. This morning I think we'd sold about 175. So please, $199.99 for Ed's shirt. That
Yeah,
is
buddy.
a winning bid. So
Yeah.
if you enter that bid through the Facebook page for Cannonball Memorial Run and send the money, you can have it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And
That
just
does-
sign it.
Andy won't wash it.
You want to sign it too?
I'll be more than happy to sign it.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
And I'll throw in a copy of my book signed as well.
Whoa! All right.
There you go, for $200. And if more than 5 of you elect for that package, then I'll have to do the rest of the drive.
With a different
Without
shirt
a
every
shirt.
10 minutes.
Tell him to be sure to,
He's got hot swap
put
his
your
shirt.
name and your address and mark it for Ed's shirt in the comments.
There you go. Donuts, yes, the donuts are
You
a
can buy
thing.
my shirt. I don't know. Would it really be worth it to Sergeant Grant Ward? Sergeant Grant Ward.
$10.
$10. Thank you.
Thank you for the donation,
Cost me
Alex
40,
B.
It's already depreciated.
I don't know. I need at least 40 for my shirt. I'm sorry. I really should sell it to you for 30 because otherwise I have to take it home and wash it. So you're really doing me a favor. But
All right, we have got a police officer here in front of us, but
Yes,
I can't
we do.
get to them to get pulled over so we could talk to him.
He's gonna drive like Ed. That's what he's doing right now.
Are you saying that I drive like a cop?
Yes. Yes, you do.
Sorry, somebody posted the number of shirt sales, but I didn't see it. Post it again if you don't mind. 89 octane.
182 shirts.
182
Ooh,
shirts. All right. Shirts, t-shirts
Grant's
are
jacket,
$120. Lazarus. How?
Whoa! Thank
For
you.
your shirt?
Yes.
For
Lazarus just donated $120 for my
For
shirt.
your shirt.
And
Wow.
that is a winning bid.
That is pretty awesome, man.
So I'll need you to contact me through the Cannonball Memorial Run Facebook page. So go over there and tell them. And thank you so much for that donation.
So they already donated?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tell them to
$120.
send us an email. Well, they can go, yeah, exactly. Through the contact page, it'll email us, and we'll put them in contact.
There you go.
Now, what kind of crap talking was about my jacket?
No, your shirt is a youth 14 to 16.
Yeah, it's 2T right here, toddler. Toddler size.
That's from Mike Jones.
Oh, see, now, okay. I'm not even going to add to that. I know what he wants me to say. I'm not going to say it, but I love you, Mike.
$448. Let's see if we can get that to 500 by the time we get to VINwiki headquarters. We're at I-78,
I know we can do it, guys. Let's
exit
do it.
39, so it should take us about 10 to 15 minutes. We got $52 to go. Please donate.
$52. I could sell my shirt for $52.
How tall are all of us? I'm 6'5".
5'10"-ish?
5'11".
5'11".
JB, how tall are you?
I'm 6'1".
6'1" in the back. Sebastian's 5'11", if you were wondering.
All right.
Thank-
Now you and Jason can like
Solid.
hold hands and you're good.
Let's get those donations rolling in. All the money goes to support the families of fallen officers.
Dave Black has just arrived at VINwiki headquarters.
Fantastic.
Yeah, buddy. That means we're gotta be close.
We are not far behind.
I'm very safe.
Once we get there, how do I donate? You can donate by pressing whatever button is for Super Chat, and you can donate as much as you want there. That'll go through Apple Pay as best I understand it. You can go to cannonballmemorialrun.org/donate and donate with PayPal, or you can order something off Bonfire and add an additional donation on top of whatever you purchase. You can get a shirt with the black and blue Cannonball Memorial Run logo for $25. It's a terrific deal. They do ship internationally, and so, but order several so you can combine shipping. Shipping's a flat $5 in the U.S. I don't know what it is internationally, and that's a great way to donate, and it's a great way to represent this cause.
No, Tim, underwear is not up for auction.
Whoa. We're not taking anything off the table here.
I mean, there's a price.
All right.
Yeah, there's a price.
We're doing a lot to support this cause.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend the unwashed underwear.
Well, I mean, it depends on how legitimate
Careful.
or genuine they were.
All day.
$1,000 for Ed's sock. Yes.
Yeah, that would do that. Sell the socks.
All day Thursday, Friday,
Yeah.
Saturday into Sunday. A pair of underwear that's been worn for 4 days. I wonder how that would all
4
work.
days.
I have changed underwear.
Yes, we will still have hats available after this month. The site will, the link will
Lazarus,
close
yes,
down
sorry
on
if there's any
April 3rd,
confusion.
but
Go to
we
our
will
Facebook page for Cannonball
buy
Memorial
more
Run,
of
and we'll
them
find you, and
to be
we'll
available.
send you the shirt. $1,000 for Ed to shave his head.
Oh, that's his moneymaker, man. That's look how pretty he
It'll
is.
grow back.
Can't do that.
I had my head shaved
He
bald
says
for several
it'll
years.
grow back for $1,000. I don't know.
I don't know, Brian. You started something crazy. Everything's getting
Everything's for
everything must
sale.
go.
That's
Who wants
right.
half a Mountain Dew?
That was already somebody already commented on that bottle too.
Oh, nice. Oh.
Tell us a bedtime story
Tell
like
you
on
what,
VINwiki.
Ed is going to chew up a piece of gum.
Grant's gonna sign it.
I'll sign it.
JB's gonna put it in an envelope. $1,000 for Ed's wisdom tooth. Well, a surgeon's gotten them, and I had to pay them more than that. I think. Full body wax for $1,500.
Tim Nichols, who's in car number 2, says $511, and he'll shave his entire body.
Wait a second, I've seen his body.
He's well on his way there. That's right.
James Skinner says, let's get in Ed's garage and start an auction there.
Right?
There's some fun stuff in
There's a
there.
lot of cool things on those walls, man.
Yes. All right, we are 3/4 of a mile away from I-85 North, which is about where VINwiki is.
Let's see, Ed's been called a gazer now.
Gazer.
That's not who's been called a gazer.
That's your
I
Tim
think
Nichols.
that one's over there.
Vivian, we are glad we are making your day. Overcast sky in Maryland.
Yeah. So we
We've
got
apparently brightened it up.
really, really high clouds, but they're kind of the...
Tim Nichols says that was for Grant.
What was for me? Did I just shave my whole body? Well, you don't know. You don't know me.
Oh, they're honking for us.
Oh, yay!
Maybe.
Or they're going to crash
Somebody's
into each
very
other.
displeased.
Yeah. I think someone was merging when they were not supposed to be merging.
Right. All right, we are exiting towards Spaghetti Junction.
What's your function? Hooking up spaghetti. That was Conjunction Junction. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
House Rocks. All right.
Absolutely. What do y'all think about Oldsmobiles? I got a 65 Cutlass.
On behalf of San Bernardino Sheriff's Cars and Stars Car Show, we are donating $250 to your
Boom!
Yeah!
Cars and Stars Car
Is that
Show.
Mike Jones doing that?
Yes, they are so.
Thank you, Snow.
Awesome, Mike.
Snow is killing the fundraising
He is.
game.
Yes, he is.
That is fantastic. Good job, Snow, and good job, Car Show.
Yeah. For the record, as the president of the Sheriff's Employee Benefit Association, we also are sponsoring the Cannonball Memorial Run. So, hashtag Go Seba.
Go Seba!
Yay!
And we are exiting on Pleasantdale, North Carolina.
Someone sent you a bunch of hearts right there. I didn't get to read it though.
Ah.
Sorry.
He gets hearts all the time.
Do you? He is a pretty man.
Okay.
No, oh, there's hearts again.
Lots of hearts.
Lots of hearts. Can't see it.
Snow said he will shave his body for $250.
And done.
Snow will shave his whole body for a nice sharp razor.
Cha-cha-cha-cha.
Well,
How about we have Banis trim his chest hairs?
That would never happen.
I'm telling you, it was like Einstein's hair, man.
That would
It's
never
like-
happen. This is what keeps me nice and warm on a cold winter's night.
It's his insulation. Oh man. The other day I was
Good afternoon, Cheryl.
Hi Cheryl.
She
Hello,
says, "Hi,
Cheryl.
Omar." Cheryl. Omar has been. What's the bid up to for Omar? Signed
Nice,
Omar.
wasn't it?
Was it $953? Oh wait.
We haven't
Omar.
seen that come in. I think Omar was up to $201.
20 grand for Ed's chest hair to be waxed.
20 grand.
Say what?
If that was real.
That was real.
Hey, I'll do the
Waxes
pulling on
trash.
that job.
Richie Rawlings, why are you commenting on this?
This could get awkward, but I guess if it's,
Oh.
Nichols, I showered after Chewbacca the other day. That was his comment.
$969 fake bid for Omar the Duck. All right, we are pulling up to VINwiki.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, we didn't reach 400. We didn't reach 500 bucks, but
How much did we miss it
Yeah.
by? How much did we miss it by?
This
the
is
whole margin from when we asked for it.
52 bucks?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Right.
Cannonball Memorial runs.
I even offered to sell
first
my shirt
visit
for
to
52
at
bucks.
VINwiki.
First visit to VINwiki. That's right.
Dave Black says, "I ate Wookiee once." What does that mean? It was a
Ooh, I don't know
little.
if I
It was a
would say
little.
I don't know if
Chewy.
about that. Oh, good.
It was
Ah!
chewy.
Oh,
That's-
Dave
that's-
Black with
that's-
internet jokes. All right.
That's funny.
$50 donated from Alex B.
Oh, no way.
$505,000 for Ed's whole
Stephanie, what
body
are
to
you
be
bidding?
waxed.
$52.
A lot of money for your... I'd do it.
All right, Dave.
Donuts.
Tell Dave to come let us in the back door.
Dave, come let us in the back door.
That's not a euphemism. Literally, it's the back door.
Wait, we're not here to judge.
There we go. Welcome to VINwiki. Dave Black.
There we go.
This is Dave's Defender. There's the 2904 S-Class. There's the Murcielago. There's the new Murcielago. VINwiki is on the northeast side of Atlanta. This is actually where we used to film the car stories, but because of the lack of air conditioning, the noise from our neighbors that pump up things all the time, and the echo, we decided to move it indoors. So I removed a wall in our offices, and now we film them right here. Welcome to the VINwiki set. I actually don't have the key to the, there's our 100,000 subscriber plaque. A bunch of stickers, a bunch of license plates, a bunch of wheels. Well, it was a lot roomier, but it, but we were doing them out here. So this is the VINwiki warehouse. It's a big mess right now. I'm going to shut this down, but we'll join you back later. We're going to do a few things here. Thank you all for watching. Thank you so much for donating. And we'll see you soon.
You have soda named Funk?
It's not soda.
Okay.